Hello students, how are you? Hope you are well in this lockdown situation and you are studying well also, because after some days you will appear for the boards exam. So obviously whatever the situation here, you have to study well actually for yourself only. So let us discuss about the adjoint and inverse of the matrices. Actually, previously we have discussed about the matrices, what are the matrices, the type of the matrices, the operations of the matrices, and also the determinants, the results of the determinants. All of these we have discussed. Today we will discuss about the adjoint and the inverse of the matrices. So first of all, what is the adjoint? Let us write the definition here. Definition of adjoint. If Aij n cross n, that is A is the square matrix. A is the square matrix of order n. So if Aij n cross n is the square matrix, then Aij n cross n, just see what I am writing. Capital A, here the matrix has been denoted here, the elements here, those are the elements. So Aij, and here the capital Aij, I will show you later, I will say you later what it is, and its transpose. Aij, its transpose, and it can be written as Aji n cross n. This is the adjoint of that matrix. So definitely you have not understood this one. What it is? I have written here Aij n cross n, and its adjoint will be only here it was small letter and here it is the capital letter, and it is now Aji n cross n. So what it is? Let us see what it is. Here this is called the cofactor. Previously I have told you, I will show you again. This is the minors and the cofactors I have told you previously. So this is the cofactor of the elements of the matrices. So what are the cofactors? Again another term has came, the cofactors. Cofactors. And also the minors. Here I am writing the minors also. Minors and the cofactors. We will see the example here. Let us see, or let us take A equals to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and 4, 5, 6. If this is a matrix, A is a square matrix, obviously 3 cross 3 matrix is this one. I am writing here 3 cross 3. Now I have told you one rule, that is plus minus plus, minus plus minus, and plus minus plus. Okay, I will say it later. First of all, the minors. What are the minors? Minors are denoted as Mij. Mij, where I is the row and J is the column. So Mij are the minors. If I take this number, this one, it is M11, because this is at the first row and the first column, so it is M11. I will not show this now. I will discuss this about this later. So now M11. M11 means what you have to do. The first row you have to cover up the first row, and first column you have to cover up the first column. What it is there? 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the minor. Sorry, actually the minors are not the matrices, minors are the determinants. So 3, 4, 5, 6, this is the minor for the 1, 1 term. Now M, suppose I am taking this one, these two I am taking, one I have taken, these two I am taking. So it is the second row and the first column, second row, first column. So second row means you have to cover up the second row and the first column, the second row and the first column. So it is 2, 3 and 5, 6. Now what are the cofactors? Those are the minors. Now the cofactors. Cofactors, those are denoted by Cij or Aij. Cij or Aij. Cofactors equals to Cij or Aij equals to minus 1 whole to the power I plus j m ij. This is the rule of cofactors. Minus 1 whole to the power I plus j m ij. So what are coming here? Let us see. The cofactors of those elements m11. So here I am writing a11 minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1, that is I plus j, and then m11 equals to 3, 4, 5, 6. You can simplify this one, minus 1 square, that means 1 it is coming, so 3, 6, 18 minus 20, so it is coming minus 2 only. So those are the cofactors. The main rule of the cofactor is minus 1 whole to the power I plus j m ij, where m ij are the minors. So one important result is here. I am just writing the result here, that is adjoint A into A equals to A into adjoint A. Actually this is the commutative law for multiplication of adjoint, and also actually the original matrix and also its adjoint satisfies the commutative law of the multiplication, and this will be definitely det of A into I. This is the most important thing. Whenever you will see the adjoint A is being multiplied with the matrix A, then definitely it will be mod of A or det A, determinant A, into the identity matrix. This I is for identity matrix. So this is an important result, and you can verify with all of these matrices in any matrix. Obviously here the det is there, so obviously you have to take the square matrix and you can verify. I am not showing you here. So the next part, some definitions we will see. I have discussed it previously, that is the singular matrix and non-singular matrix. What are the singular matrix? Very easy example, very easy definition. Singular matrix means mod A or determinant A will come 0. A square matrix whose determinant value is 0 is called the singular matrix. And obviously non-singular means determinant A is not equals to 0. Those are very easy. Now, as for example, I am taking here one square matrix 1, 2 and 2, 4. So here just see 4 minus 4, it is coming 0. So it is the singular matrix. And the non-singular matrix here 1, 2 and 3, 5. So 5 minus 6, it is coming minus 1, that is not equals to 0. So this is a non-singular matrix. So what is the significance of those two, singular matrix and non-singular matrix? Actually, those are very much important for finding out the inverse. If we can say the inverse of a matrix exists while the matrix should be non-singular. If it is singular matrix, the inverse doesn't exist. It is the rule and very important property to check the matrix is invertible or not. That is, a matrix is invertible if and only if, that is, both way it is correct. Invertible if and only if mod A not equals to 0. That is, it is the non-singular matrix. A matrix is invertible if and only if mod A not equals to 0. We can check. Suppose I am saying one matrix. I am saying you C equals to 1, 5 and 2, 1. Check whether this matrix is invertible or not. So obviously you have to just find the determinant of this matrix. 1 minus 10, it is coming minus 9 not equals to 0. So it is the non-singular matrix and obviously it is invertible. Now let us see the inverse. So inverse of a matrix. Two square matrices, I am just writing in short, two square matrices A and B. Both the square matrices and also of the same order. Very important, both should have to be the square matrices and also their orders will be equal. So A and B are called inverse of each other if AB, that is A multiplied by B, equals to B multiplied by A equals to the identity matrix. So if two matrices are given, A and B are given, and if you multiply those in both ways, and if you get I, the identity matrix, then obviously identity matrix of the same order. It is obvious case. So if you get the identity matrix, then obviously those one A, we can say A equals to B inverse or B equals to A inverse. Now, what's the rule of finding the inverse of the matrix A? A inverse equals to adjoint of A by determinant of A, or you can write here 1 by mod A adjoint of A. A inverse is adjoint of A by determinant of A. Let us take one example to find out the inverse. So let us take one example. A equals to 1 minus 2 1 minus 2 3 1 and 1 1 5. This is a square matrix of order 3 cross 3. First of all, actually if it is given that check whether the matrix is invertible or not, then you have to check it by the determinant, find the determinant here, and also obviously you have to find the determinant because I have told you the rule here, adjoint A by det A. So first of all let us find the determinant here. So det A equals to, I am doing this in straight way, the expansion. So 1 into 15 minus 1, that is 14, plus 2 into, here it will be minus 10 minus 1, that is minus 11 plus 1 into, so here minus 2 and minus 3, that is minus 5. So it is coming 14 minus 22 minus 5, that is minus 27. So it is coming minus 13. So this is the determinant value of this matrix, that is minus 13, and also it is not equals to 0. So obviously this matrix is invertible. Here the det A is coming 0, that's not equals to 0, that's why it is invertible. Now the adjoint of A. So for adjoint of A, we have to find the cofactors at first. So I am writing C11. So minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1, and so it is the minor will be 3 1 and 1 5. So it is coming. I will show you two of these, and after that I will just write down. So minus 1 whole square, that is 1 only. So 3 5 15, 15 minus 1, it is coming 14. C12 means this one. So first row and second column. So we have to cover up the first row and the second column. So it is here minus 2 1 and 1 5. So equals to minus 1 whole to the power I plus j, and here it is coming minus 2 1 1 5. So 1 plus 2, it is 3. So it is odd number. So it will come minus of, and then minus 2 minus 10. Minus 10 and minus 1 minus 11. So it is coming plus 11. So now let us write directly C13. 13. So it is coming 13 means 4. So obviously positive is, it is minus 2 and then minus 3. So minus 5. So plus here plus into minus, it is minus 5. C14. Sorry, not 14. It is now 2 1. So this one, this will be covered up. 2 1, that is 3, that is minus, it will come. So now minus 10 minus 1 minus 11. So it is positive 11. So C21 we have got. C22, this is this one. So covering up those, 5 minus 1, it is 4 and 2 plus 2, it is 4. So obviously it is positive 4. Now C23 means this one. So covering up those 2 and 3. So 1 into 1 and 1 minus plus 2. 1 plus 2, it is coming 3. 2 plus 3, it is 5. So from negative 3. Let me check again. I have forgotten. 2 3 is this one. Covering up this one. 1 plus 2 3. Yes, it is correct. Minus 3. C23. Now C31 means this one. So minus 2 and minus 3, it is coming minus 5. 3 plus 1, it is 4. So obviously it is negative 5. C32 means this one. So 1 plus 2, it is coming 3, and here 3 plus 2, it is 5. So it is minus 3. Then C33, I am writing here on C33, and it is this one. So 3, and here minus 4, 3 minus 4, it is coming minus 1. 3 plus 3, it is 6. So it is minus 1 only. So those are the cofactors. Of all the elements of this matrix. So let us just find the adjoint. We have done here. Adjoint A equals to 1 by mod A. That means 1 by minus 13. Determinant value is minus 13. Now let us write the matrix. So the first one, C11, I am writing here 14. C12, it is 11. C13, it is minus 5. then C21, where is C21? Here it is 11, C22 it is 4, C33 it is -1, -3, it is -3, then C31 it is -5, 32 it is -3, and 33 it is -1. You can keep this in this way, otherwise just take this -13 at each of these elements denominator, that will be 4 by 14 by 13, 11 by -13, 5 by 13, 11 by -13, like that. You can keep this in this way. So adjoint is adjoint A by det A. Actually we have done here adjoint A by mod A, and this is the A inverse. So we have got here the A inverse is equals to this. So I think you have understood the fact. Now let us see some important results of this inverse. So results. Number 1, very much important. A B inverse equals to B inverse A inverse. What it is? A and B are the square matrices and also of the same order. It is obvious case. A and B are the square matrices. If you multiply those square matrices and also then find its inverse, then it will be equals to the multiplication of B inverse and A inverse separately. You can find B inverse and A inverse and you can do the multiplication. You know that is the matrix multiplication. Multiplication is not commutative in general. Matrix multiplication is not commutative in general. We have discussed this in previous classes. So whenever the matrix multiplication is not commutative, so obviously B inverse A inverse is not equals to A inverse B inverse. So this is unique. AB inverse is always B inverse A inverse. The next one, A inverse is always unique. For a square matrix A inverse is always unique. Number 3, A inverse exists if and only if det A is not equals to 0. We have told you previously, we have discussed about this previously, so I am not showing you. Number 4, if A, B and C are the 3 square matrices of same order, and also if AB is equals to AC, then obviously B is equals to C. Actually it is the cancellation law. It is called the cancellation law and also the left cancellation law. So B is equals to C. 5. A transpose, its inverse is equals to A inverse and its transpose. Transpose means the interchanging of the row and columns. So A transpose inverse is equals to A inverse and its transpose. Number 6, if A is symmetric, A inverse is also symmetric. Number 7, adjoint of AB is equals to adjoint of B into adjoint of A. The same rule and regarding the inverse. Inverse it is also it is coming in reverse way, and for adjoint also it is coming in the reverse way. Number 8, adjoint of A transpose. Adjoint of A transpose is equals to adjoint of A whole transpose. Here number 9, that is adjoint of A. That is, if we find the adjoint of A and again do that same operation with that adjoint A only, then the result will be determinant of n minus 2 and matrix A. We will find this one. What you can write here like this also. No need to give the matrix sign. This one. Those 9 results are very much important for doing the sums of inverse. You can see in your exercise, books exercise, those are for your verification, and also some finding the inverse of this matrix. This type of sums are there. So hope you have understood all of these concepts, and also you will memorize all of these rules here, and I think you can do all of the sums in your exercise of the book. If any problem, then you can ask me at our WhatsApp group anytime. So thank you.